there?
Well, it's a tough competition. I mean, we have one of the tougher regions. We had two placers. Fern at 133, so he took fourth in a real tough weight class. And then heavyweights, Big Sam took third. So both of them qualified to the national tournament. And we also had Tavis win some matches for us, get in the top 8. But, it's, we got the streak going again. 53 straight years that we've had, ever since the inception of the college division, which is now the Division II, we've had a qualifier to the national tournament. And, we wanted to get a couple more, but things didn't work out. But we're looking forward to going to Sioux Falls, South Dakota, our nationals next week, and we want to bring back 2 All-Americans. That's our goal. Well, it's just, gratifying our hard work, effort, doing recruiting, working all year round, getting the kids in there, buying into the program. Sam is his 3rd year in the program, 2nd year starting. He didn't place last year, and he's won 24 matches for us. And then Fern, a true freshman, kind of a diamond in a rough kid. Wasn't the star of the season, filled in real well. Never placed in the state meet in high school, and now he's going to a national tournament. And that's kind of the kids what we get. We get the kids that are, kind of the non-recruited kids, so to speak, by the big-time schools, and just keep working hard. And he's already won 19 matches as a true freshman going to a national tournament. We probably get one of those every 10 years. So he's going to definitely, both those guys are going to be the leaders for next year. And they just got to wrestle one match at a time.
This week, just staying in shape. I mean, it's kind of too late to learn something new or technique-wise or anything, and then keeping healthy, getting our weight down, and then getting there. I mean, it's hard not to put yourself in. I mean, you have your goals throughout the year where you want to be an All-American, national ball, stuff like that, but we got to really make sure they stay in the moment, in the match they're in the period they're in, not putting themselves in the quarters, semis, 5th and 6th, whatever that is. Because if we get ahead of ourselves, it's too tough a tournament to get ahead of yourself and not wrestle in the moment. So, I mean, we're just going out there telling them to wrestle period by period, match by match, position to position. When the second period hits, worry about second period, third period, so forth. After the match is over, get our cool down, making sure we're eating and drinking during and between matches, feeling good for every match. And then, I mean, technique and all that stuff kind of goes out the window at that tournament. It's all just who wants it more. I mean, there's 16 kids, top 16 in the country that want 8 spots. So, I mean, there's half the kids are going to make it, half aren't. So we just got to want it more, get out there and fight. 7 minutes of just non-stop wrestling, scoring, winning every position, and we'll be fine. I mean, the kids are ready to go, so it'll be a fun weekend over there. I mean, it's more mental than it is physical, I think, just because there's so many things that go through your head, wrestling and stuff like that. So, especially with the setup, because you wrestle one round, you have what, 4 hours, 5 hours?
5 hours, yeah.
A 5-hour break where they do the parade of teams and all that stuff like that. So you're sitting there either in a position where I have to win one match to be an All-American, or if I lose, I go home. And it's just, you got to stay right mentally. I mean, for me, I went there 3 times and I had 2 trial runs. 1 year was a bad year, and that kind of, I mean, it just motivated you to get more and more acclimated to the whole schedule and the level you're wrestling at and stuff like that. But it's just stay right mentally. I mean, we've practiced since August, September, so physically we're there. Weight's good, everything's good. It's just mentally you can change minute to minute at that tournament. So it's just staying consistent, being in your right mental frame, and not knowing the bigger goals, but not getting ahead of the in the moment goals that we have for those matches.
Well, I mean, we go over. They both have strengths, they both have weaknesses. So what we're going to do here is there are 2 different styles of wrestling. Obviously, a 133-pounder moves a lot quicker and has more technique than the heavyweight. The heavyweight does 4 or 5 things really well, but stays in good position. I mean, Sam's a big kid, 6'5", 275, kind of leans on the kids, and stays in pretty good position. That's the key here. And he's had some close matches, 1 or 2 point matches. Fern, on the other hand, can score points in bunches. So I mean, they both are similar in the regard that we got to win. It doesn't matter how we win, but we need to win. But they're definitely 2 different styles of technique. Now here, the one problem that we're going to have here is we're going to get out there 2 days before, and we can't bring any extra workout partners. So my assistant coach will be working out with a 133-pounder, and the old wrestling coach here is going to work out with the heavyweights, but that we don't have anybody else to work out with. So So that's just the way it is. I wish we had brought a couple more kids to have workout partners, but the coaches now, it's kind of a unique situation. The coaches are going to be the workout partners for 2 days for these kids for nationals because they're so far apart in weight class.
Yeah, I mean, I guess same thing too. I mean, they're both first time at the NCAA tournament, so I mean, they just got to be able to realize it's just another tournament. So I mean, they're both first time going, and with a kid like Fern who's a true freshman, you have nothing to lose. Just go out there and just wrestle all 7 minutes hard. Same thing with Sam. They're both coming back next year. Regardless, it'll be a good experience here. I mean, they're going to see what that level is, the level they need to be at, where they want to be, if they want to be an All-American, national champ, all that stuff like that. So just keeping them calm, regular old tournament, not letting the whole atmosphere get to them and have them go wrestle hard.
It's just an amazing feeling, honestly. Just to be be able to get coached by Lars Jensen, like he's one of the most prestigious coaches in California and around the nation. So it's just an amazing feeling to continue tradition. It's sooner or later I'm going to be proud alumni and rooting on for the next future generation. So it's just a good atmosphere to be around, and it's just amazing, like how I'm always going to get to keep this experience with me, like for the rest of my life. So it's really exciting.
Yeah, it feels good to be a part of a great program here with Coach Jensen. I just got here. I'm only a true freshman, so I'm just starting to figure out how things work and how other coaches, how much they really respect Coach Lars. He's a great coach.
So last year it was my sophomore year, and I was going there first year. I'm in the lineup, so it was a lot. It was a big change for me. I was actually get to travel with the team and experience everything. So last year it was just there was 3 guys ranked in the top nation, so there was one spot left to go to nationals last year. It was that 4th spot, and I came up short, lost in the overtime against Nebraska Kearney. And this year, came in with the mindset, I'm going to nationals, and the goal is to All-American. So this year, I worked with the coaches. Isaiah, he's a great coach. He beats us up every day, and he's getting us better, And then Coach Jensen, how he runs the practices and everything, it's a good program. It's a great program.
Coming in as a freshman, I wasn't used to the traveling. We were going on all these trips out of state, and it was hard to get adjusted to elevation. So after the first, I had a really bad showing at the Kearney duels. I went 2-2. I just knew that I had to change something. Something had to change quick. So going into the RMAX and then going into the regional tournament, I just had to change my mindset and refuse to lose. So that's something that Isaiah and Coach Lars have taught me.
So for nationals, qualifying for nationals, just getting there, and it takes, it's a toll. The season, it's a toll on your body, So just getting there, I reached a goal, but it's not my biggest goal. That was just one of the goals on my sheet. That Coach Jensen had us write a list of goals. That's one of my goals. My final goal is to All-American for the season. And 1 through 8, it's All-American status. So that's really one of my goals this year. Fell short last year, so this year I'm really pushing for it. I'm going to go out there and just, this time, at this point in time of the season, there's no stamina. Your stamina came earlier in the season. It's all about just executing, so that's the goal. Just go out there and execute and get an All-American status.
I've been wrestling my entire life, and to become an All-American in wrestling is like a prestigious accomplishment. You get put in a certain group when you talk to people and you tell them you're an All-American, and like the other 16 guys that are going to be there, we all have the same dream. We all want to be an All-American, but it's just going to come down to who wants it more and who really wants to go home with the plaque and who wants to go home empty-handed. So I'm going to leave it all out on the field, and that's all I can do.